Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. It is 7:02 a.m. It is Saturday. It is 6:24 of June. 6:24 of June. The 24th of June. There we go. That's better. 6/24th of June. Makes perfect sense. Anyway, though, it is late, of course. I need to do my videos at about 6:30 because it takes, 20 minutes plus to record. Takes about 20 minutes to edit. It takes generally a half hour and more to render, and then it takes a half hour to upload and process. It has to process on YouTube's part before it becomes available to watch, and that takes about a half hour. When I start this, like right now at 7:03, and then get it done, it's usually pushing it. Not going to make it on time, and if I do make it on time, really freaking close. So I'm sorry, but at least it's getting done. I woke up at 5 o'clock from pain, fell asleep around 2 o'clock, and now I'm up in the boot. I got about 4 more days worth of RSO for sleeping. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It's gone. I have this much cannabis. My parents sent me enough money, just, desperation here, we'll try and save you money, that I was able to buy. It was $50 they sent me. I was able to buy this much cannabis. So I don't have dabs, but I've got cannabis, and I am a cannabis smoker. I smoke cannabis like a chimney. I don't get high. I'd love to. I mean, I can remember with great fondness when I smoked cannabis as a teenager. I can remember listening to music, closing my eyes, and then just drifting off and becoming one with the music in such a way it was almost terrifying. I would get stoned. My apologies. That ruined that, didn't it? I would get stoned. Now I get pain control. This is 27% THC. And what do I feel when I smoke this? Pain control. And I feel a little bit happy, because it's an antidepressant and it works real well for that. But I don't get stoned or high anymore. I was on 45 milligrams of methadone daily. That's a very strong opiate. Almost 10 years I was on that. So by the time I started this, even in the beginning when I first started it, I got a little stoned, but I had pain control. The stone part has largely gone away. Now it's just pain control. When we dab, like 60+% THC cannabis oil, I do get stoned then. And I have forgotten how to speak English properly. I go to speak and it's like, and it's like, whoa. I apparently turned in my tongue for a rental unit. So I can and do get stoned, but that's not why I smoke or vape or eat or rub the stuff on my skin. Without cannabis, I would be bedridden. And in fact, you've seen it just when I haven't had much of this, so I've had to really limit how I smoke, when I'm just barely able to use my hands. Yeah, I hate that. Now I can at least do this. I don't have any cannabis oil, so there's underlying ouchies underneath, but I can still do this, and it's a good thing. So cannabis is good. If I go straight without, if I just stopped using cannabis right now on Saturday, by next Saturday I would be bedridden. You'd have to call 911 to get the people to help me out of my room to take me to the hospital so that I could go to a nursing home. Because I'd be bedridden without it. Everything hurts that much. I've got frightening amount of injuries on my body, especially a frightening amount of spinal injuries. I have, even up here on my upper shoulders, I have numb spots in my back. And that's injuries to your spine high up. I've got numb spots. I've got spots where if you just touch it, it burns like fire. Again, that's nerve damage. And that's way up here in your neck to affect here. So, man, I have got frightening amount of damage done to my body. And I mean, when you start from my toes and all that, I've broken some toes, big deal, who hasn't? I've injured both of my knees working as a nurse's aide for 15 years, where both of my knees required several months of physical therapy to get better. I had injured them so badly. I've injured my spine so much, I have horrible sciatica. My spine, not my spine, my waist, where my hips attach and, you know, your sacrum, that always is on fire. It burns like fire, like someone's got a red hot iron bar and is just pressing it against my lower back and running it down the sciatic nerves down my legs and back. Oh my God. Cannabis just takes that all away. Not all away. There's still some pain, but it's like, it's just saying, hi, I'm still here, and I can ignore it. And it's easy. Work my way up. I mean, still, I've got, you know, the various, I got carpal tunnel. I've got the, what is the name of that nerve here again? Well, there's an impaction. You can take the nerve there and it gets caught so that you get paralysis. I've had that. I've abraded my nerves here. Everything is just a wreck. So, I mean, that's just part of it. It's not important. It's just because I know other people that have got a whole lot worse than I do. So it's just, we've all got our issues. But in my case, especially unfortunately, I've got a low, what is the word for that? Oh, pain tolerance. I have a low pain tolerance, which is not something you can control. Getting mad at somebody for having a low pain tolerance is like getting mad at somebody for being blonde when you want them to be brunette. That's like saying, you know, I'm tired of you being blonde. You need to be brunette now. Well, I can't be brunette. I'm blonde. Well, you need to be brunette now. Go and be brunette. Then, well, I can dye my hair. It's like, no, I didn't tell you to dye your hair. I said I'm tired of you being blonde. Be brunette now. Makes as much sense. I can't help having a low pain tolerance. Thumbs up. There's supposed to be some things you can do to help with your pain tolerance, but I mean, I walk. I can walk 6 miles and back. And I do active things when I've got enough THC in me. And yet my pain tolerance level is still like low. So yay. Ah, such is life. I was thinking about some other things. I had to walk to the store because I don't know how much caffeine you have to take to maintain your addiction before you go into withdrawal. I have like 8 more days before my disability shows up. I am minus $300 in my checking account. I took a look at it yesterday. I'm minus $300. If any of you could help by the 3rd of next month, that would be awesome. If you could donate to my GoFundMe, that would be awesome. I get $1,300. I get $1,200. I get $1,200 in my disability monthly. Minus 300 means I'm going to have $900 left to pay my $1,000 rent, my $200 storage unit. Ouch. If you could possibly help, that would be awesome. Please, oh please. Now I can't even remember what I was talking about. Darn it, I hate not waking up and fibro and all that. I should have written down what I was talking about, but I didn't. I am a horrible person, and you have my sincere apologies. I know I was talking about pain control, and then I went off on a kind of tangent, and now my fiber. That's another thing that I wish I could tell people, and I've tried it. It's like I forget things. My fibro, I forget things. My alcoholism, I was an active alcoholic for over 23 years. I've done brain damage. I have fibromyalgia. I'm a 20-year fibromyalgia sufferer. My fibro fog is horrible. I forget stuff all the time, and I am on intimate terms, not intimate terms, but, well, they're my housemates, where they seem to, it's like I forget stuff all the time, but it's back to the old, we want you to stop being blonde. I'm told I got fibro, I forget. You can't use that as an excuse. What? I was like, I want you to stop being blonde, but I'm brunette. You can't use that as an excuse. I forget stuff. Saying, okay, I'll remember things isn't going to change the fact that I forget stuff. I don't know how to change that. And getting mad at me for it isn't going to fix anything. That's just going to frustrate you. So I don't understand. Life is life. Oh, one of the things I was going to talk about, there's a whole bunch of channels that do things like they hate on other things. I mean, I really like iDubbbz TV. I really like the iDubbbz TV guy. Ian, whatever the hell his last name is, and that's not important. I think he's a funny guy. He's smart, but he's also like the physical embodiment of 4chan minus most of the cancer. So he's not for everybody. He says what he thinks, even if what he thinks is kind of abhorrent to other people. He holds to his convictions. He does not care. But he also is, because of his convictions, and he is a very well-defined sense of right and wrong, he holds to his convictions and he holds other people to his convictions. It's easy to hate on other people. He hates on people that do Indiegogo, Kickstarter, that does just dumb stuff on other videos. There's another fellow, Elvis the Alien. I mean, I watch his stuff too. I'm subscribed. He hates on other groups and people, like, you know, I hate Onision and I hate this. But it's easy to do that, and it's not really in-depth or really clever to do. I mean, it's easy to hate. Outrage and anger are their own reward. I mean, when you take a look at the studies, clickbait titles have the titles they have because outrage feels good. Anger and outrage is its own reward. It feels good to be outraged. Righteous outrage, righteous anger. You know you're correct. It feels good. It is its own reward. But you've got to do something with that aggression. And so it's easy to hate. It's easy to do all things, but just because there's hate out there and it's easy to use it doesn't mean you necessarily should. I mean, I've watched like Onision, and I don't anymore. And I can understand why some people like Elvis the Alien and others do huge I hate Onision type videos. Because, well, their actions are rather abhorrent. They're terrible. They're awful. It's like Content Cop by that iDubbbz TV character on Keemstar. If you take a look at what he does, and he's smart and honest. He even takes himself down using his own logic on what he's using to take others down. But it's just not a good thing some of these people do. But it's easy to hate on people that do that stuff, and it's easy to hate if you're one of those people. Like if you're just being, oh, let's look for people to shit on today. And then you search for people to be awful to on the internet. That's easy. It's not difficult. It's low-hanging fruit. It's no effort. I mean, that's like making puns. Anyone can make a pun. No, they don't even have to be good. A good pun is not even a good pun. It's like that. It's easy. Anyone can do it. It takes no skill. It's low-hanging fruit. So that's, I mean, I've got my own mindset where I'd hate it if anyone hated on me. So I'm not going to turn around and then hate on other people, because I don't like that feeling of being hated on. And I got enough empathy to know that if I don't like that feeling, I wouldn't want to impress that feeling on anyone else. So I'm not really an intensely positive person. I'm actually pretty negative and cynical. I try to be positive and optimistic toward other people because nobody deserves to be stomped on for no reason. Just because you've had a bad day, or even if you haven't had a bad day and you're feeling cheerful and happy, but your cheerful and happiness is stepping on other people, that's not a wonderful thing. What can I say? Well, I'm at 14 minutes and change. I'm going to go to the, in fact, I've already got it already. I had already opened up 24 hours worth of comments in the comments section. Everybody that has a YouTube account has a Creator Studio. In the Creator Studio, there is a Community tab. Under Community, there is Comments. When you go to the comments, it just lists every single comment you get in chronological order. that is where I have gone and opened up the past 24 hours worth of comments, except for the ones that are in spam right now. And I try to keep on top of the spam as much as I can. At least every other day I go through and, you know, acknowledge and say yes to as many good things as I can, and just repeats and troll stuff, they go into the ether. But so I've got these comments open. Now, if you'd like a shout out, because I'm going to give a shout out to 20 to 25 people, just ask for it, you've got it. If I catch it, that's the bad part. But I do have a person who asked for a shout out, and we're going to get to that one in just a moment. Excuse me. I do a range of 20 to 25 because I'm sure that I count like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And when I get to 25, I'm sure I've done only like 18 or so. I'm sorry about that, but that's why I do a range. And if I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I am terrible at names. I am an average American English speaker. I'm actually pretty good at names compared, but I slaughter them more often than not. So first off, I do have, as I call up my shout-outs page, Floyd Mortlock actually said, can my daughter have a shout-out? Her name is Angel. Well, Floyd Mortlock, son of a gun. You both have, well, one shout-out together then. But that's better than no shout-outs, isn't it? So, son of a gun, thank you very, very much, both of you. I have to click something back up. There it was. And then there is Nameless, 2 words. Thank you very much. Isaiah Perez, thank you. Conspo Lopez, thank you very, very much. Breaker Games, greatly appreciated. Cyprian Alexandru, thank you very, very much. Jennifer Andrade, thank you very, very much. Lol M8, thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Lumberjake 6661, son of a gun, thank you very, very much. Maya, thank you. Zeppelinator 427, thank you very, very much. And Aubrey Dawson, thank you very much. Semtex2, thank you very, very much. And then there is Joshua Cole, thank you. Sam Lewis, greatly appreciated. Linnea Isaacson, thank you very, very much. And Kevin Wakeland, thank you. Edit QXXN, no way to pronounce that, but thank you very, very much. And Zoe, hopefully, well, I'm not going to put the name up there. I'd like to, if I remember, hopefully it's ZOE with 2 umlauts. So hopefully it's kind of cool. Thank you very, very much. And then Zach Zumu, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Nick the Gamer, thank you very, very much. Tant Person, thank you, greatly appreciated. Some call me Aaron. Son of a gun, thank you very, very much. Hopefully this is actually a 4, we'll find out. And then the Mober, last but not least, thank you so very, very much. Greatly appreciated, absolutely, each and every one of you. Even troll comments, you get me out of my head, interacting in the world, and that is a wonderful thing. It's not a good landscape behind my eyes, so getting myself out of here and interacting with the world is a good thing. Just look at my fat under my arms, flobble and wobble. I got stretch marks on these part of my arms. And stretch marks, if you got flesh with stretch marks, when you lose weight, it's not going to tighten up. I didn't have stretch marks here, so, you know, I was 325 pounds, and this stuff is sucked down just fine. I have stretch marks, so wibble, wibble, wibble. Yay. That's what happens. I was 325 pounds 4 months after my wife died. I was usually 280 pounds or so, and then she died. I went up to 325 because I drank for 4 months, got really sick, couldn't eat, lost half my body weight, went down to 160 pounds. Should have died, didn't. I brought my weight back up to, I'm 200 pounds now. It's a healthy weight, good deal. Oh man, I'm 18 minutes and change. I need to, am I going to be able to do my greetings? I don't think I'm going to be able to do my greetings. I'm going to quickly go through and do my greetings, which is Bon dia, dia dit, dia gwit, guten tag, ahanyo buenos dias, buna dimanata, Ohio, labrit, labas ritas, kumusta, Buongiorno, terahomikos, yorigel, bore baive, bere luz, ni hao, kalimera, bonjour, boker tov, jean dobry, or less formally, chest, Labdien, Dobre Utro, Mesa Ol Haley, Dobre Rano, Bereda, Privyet, Merhaba, and of course go forth and have the crack. Good food, good drink, with good friends. Doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage, doesn't have to be mounds of crack cocaine, doesn't have to be a crack whore spreading her thighs for you. I hate the term crack whore, but still, there we go. Thumbs up. Anyway, now I'm 19 minutes and 25 seconds, so hokey smokes. If you could check my links down below, that would be very, very awesome. Greatly appreciated. There's all sorts of stuff. If you could donate to my GoFundMe, I really need to get to 0 by the end of the month. I am so sorry, and thank you so much if you could. If you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. And if you could subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that. I'm a weird older guy, would understand if you don't want to, but if you do, I will do my damnedest to keep you entertained from now until the end of time. I have a game video coming up. I got a reaction video coming up. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing.